Hey everybody, welcome to or back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing super well. Today's video, we are testing out this All Shine On Me functional gel from BornPretty. I just got this in the mail. This is a 10 milliliter bottle. This is an 8-in-1 nail glue gel. So I'm excited to test this out and see how well this product's gonna work. I'm gonna start off with applying this to some full cover tips and doing the gel application method with this. I've already applied this to my natural nails as an overlay, and I'm just gonna put a nice even amount into the well of the back of the full cover tips. These are 2XL ballerina tips, and I love the length and the shape with these, so I'm just going to use this. Now I will tell you guys, I did find that this doesn't instantly adhere like some other glue gels do, so you definitely want to keep this under the light for the full 60 seconds if you possibly can to get that full application. And then you also want to finish up with putting your full hand into the full size lamp if you can when you get done applying the product to all the nails. That way you can just get that extra amount of cure time in there to make sure the product is very well adhered to all of your nails. So I'm only going to show you the application on the thumbnail. A couple things I like to watch when applying full cover tips with the gel method is making sure I do not flood the free edge of my natural nail, and as well as not flooding the cuticle or sidewall area, so I do not end up with product that cures against the skin. This is what it looks like with a full 60-second cure. This is going to go in the lamp once they are all applied, and this is what they look like completely done. So we're going to go in and apply this PB01 from BornPretty. This is a very nice, soft pastel pink color, and I'm just going to go ahead and start about 2/3 of the way up the nail. Since this is a 2XL ballerina tip, I want to make sure I get full application, and I'm trying to use the littlest amount of product possible. So I'm going to make sure I get the entire tip covered before I go in to start applying up around the cuticle area. I am going to do 2 coats of coverage with this gel, but I want to keep those layers nice and even and nice and thin and really nice and clean around the cuticle and sidewall area. So I'm going in and taking my time and making sure I get it up there as close as I can. When I get done, I can always go around the outside with a cleanup brush. I like to clean up with alcohol because I don't like to put acetone on my skin. So after I'm done with my application and clean up around the outside of my nail, I go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. Then I went in and did my second coat. This is what it looks like with 2 coats of application. And this is what the entire hand looks like with the gel polish applied and fully cured. I left the ring finger blank on purpose because I want to glitter this nail. So I've got my dish out. I've got this gorgeous holographic glitter, and we're going to apply this glitter using this functional gel. So I want to put a nice even layer on the nail. I don't want this to be too thin, and I don't want it to be too thick. I want to make sure I get full coverage in one application. That way I don't have a super thick, heavy nail. So I'm going through and being very careful to make sure that I get the gel applied all the way side to side on the nail and all the way down to the tip and all around the cuticle area. Once I get done applying this, I'm not going to cure this. We're going to go directly to applying the glitter to the nail. So I gently place my nail into the dish, making sure not to bump it into anything and end up messing up the functional gel. I like using these glitter shaker jars. They're very convenient because you can use these to sprinkle the glitter on there instead of dumping it over and ending up with a big pile of it getting everywhere. So I'm just going to shake it up and down the nail. Also tilting this to the side to make sure I get it applied all the way down both sides. I want to make sure I get full application the first time because I do not want to have to go in and do any type of second coat of application with glitter, because when you do that, it just looks really thick and heavy on the nail. So I'm just tapping off the loose glitter, flipping it over, tapping it again, and once I am done removing as much loose glitter as possible, I'm going to stick this in the lamp and cure this for 60 seconds. So this is what it looks like completely cured out of the lamp. Now I need to clean up around the outside edges. So I'm just going to take my dusting brush and remove the loose glitter. You can do it over your dust collector or a trash can. And this is what it looks like. Everything came off nice and clean. So I'm going to go ahead and seal this glitter in. I'm going to use a regular top coat from BornPretty to do that, and just go down the nail and get a nice even layer of application. I'm not worried about it being perfect because I'm actually going to be doing more on this nail later. but I'm going to make sure I get a nice even coat of application and cure that for 60 seconds. I'm also wiping my brush off on a blue towel before putting it back in the bottle. That way I don't transfer glitter, and this is what the nail looks like completely done and cured. So I'm going to start using this foil right here. I did cut out some pieces of this, and I'm going to go down the nail with a nice full gel glue, and I'm going to put a nice even coat of application. I wanted to try the 8-in-1 to transfer foils, and I did on a swatch, and it just did not work for that application. I'll tell you that. It just did not work for me. So I'm just going to use a different full gel glue to apply my foils, and I'm getting a nice even coat of application. I like to go ahead and do a full application even if I'm going to place foils in specific places. That way I have a nice even surface as I work along. Plus also I did not know exactly where I wanted to place the cutouts that I had made on the nail, so I decided to go ahead and just do a full application. Once I was done, I stuck this in the lamp to cure this for 30 seconds before applying the foils that I had cut out. So here is the nail right out of the lamp, and I gave it a couple seconds to cool off, but I went ahead and started to place my foils. I want to get my foils placed and rub them down in the spot that I want them to be in, and then go ahead and get my other foil cutout placed. That way I can go ahead and rub them both at the same time. And I decided to put that one at the bottom and this one up here at the top. Now there is some parts of the design around the flowers that I did not want to keep. I did like the holographic that was around it, but I really needed to do a full coverage application for it to really make sense. And I just did not want a full coverage application with this foil. I just wanted the flowers. You can do that. You can cut out the parts of the foil that you want to use. And if there are parts that do transfer that you don't really like, you can remove those parts with a little bit of acetone and a nice little cleanup brush. You can't really get them off with alcohol. You can try, but acetone is going to take them off. So you just want to be careful if you do go in to remove any parts of it with acetone that you don't touch the parts of the foil that you want to keep. So I'm just going to use the tweezers to rub the foils down, and I didn't really need to rub them too awful much. I was just going around the edges to make sure all the little parts, because I did cut them pretty close to the design. So I want to make sure that all the little bitty parts that I want to keep in there transfer really well onto the nail. I like using the tweezers. You can use your finger, you can use silicone tools, you can use whatever makes you happy. I liked using the tweezers. Also trying not to touch the other parts of the nail that are still tacky as well as much as possible. Now sometimes it does take a couple attempts to completely transfer the image that you're trying to transfer. If you peel it back and there's a little bit there, just lay it back down, rub it a little bit, and then peel it back again. Try not to over rub it, because you can actually rub the design back onto the actual transfer sheet. If that happens, you're more than likely not going to get the image off there, and you will have to try to start over. Nice thing is, if you are attempting to do foils and you make a full mistake, you can clean the entire full transfer image off of the nail with a little bit of acetone and apply your full gel glue again and start again. If that does happen, I would not attempt that too many times, simply because you're just going to make a super thick nail by applying layer after layer after layer. The nice thing about full gel glues is the longer they sit, the easier transfer foils actually are. So even though I have had this out of the lamp for a little bit, I'm actually going to go in and add another flower cutout. I decided to do one more right there in between both of them, and the nail was still nice and tacky, so it was easy to go in and apply one more little piece right there, and it actually transferred a lot easier. So if you let it sit for a little bit, it does make it easier. Sometimes it's easier to transfer when it comes right out of the lamp. It really depends on the foils and the full gel glue that you're using. Some foils transfer better than others. Some full gel glues work better than others. It really is just up to the products that you're using, and your application methods do make a little bit of a difference. So I'm taking just a little bit of acetone, like I said, in a little cleanup brush, making sure just to keep it nice and light on the brush. I don't want to flood the nail with acetone, and I'm going around the outside and just removing the little bitty parts of the foils that I did not want to keep in the design. And it just takes a couple seconds. It just rubs right off of there, but I'm trying to be mindful to keep it away from the parts I do not want to remove. And this is what it looks like now that I've cleaned it up and only have my flowers left on the nail. So now I'm going in to apply another layer of the foil gel, keeping it nice and thin. So I want to do a little bit of a layer design, and layer designs with foils are a lot of fun because you can be so creative. And I'm going to be adding some butterflies to the nail, and it's going to be so super cute, I think, to add the butterflies over top of the flowers. So the butterfly foils actually transfer really easily, really well, and they have this really pretty holographic halo around the outside of them, and that's going to tie that together with that holographic nail. I did take that holographic design out from around the other flowers, but I think it would have been really cute if I had had that in there as well, but it just looked really choppy with the way that I had cut the flowers out, and it just did not look well. So I was still going to get that holographic on the nail around the butterflies, so it really didn't matter. So I'm just looking for good placement, and then I'm going to get them applied and rub them down just a little bit and apply both of them before I start to go around the outside edges of the butterflies to make sure everything applies really well. And then again with those, sometimes you do have to go back in and rub on certain parts of it to get it to transfer. And I just love these butterflies. They're just so pretty. Absolutely pretty. There are some really pretty butterflies in this entire full collection that I bought. It all came together as one set, and I thought I was actually buying one foil, and I ended up with a whole set of butterfly foils. So while I'm getting these foils transferred to the nails, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel, and click that little bell for notifications. That way you know when I post new content. Go ahead and also comment down below. Let me know what you think of the nails so far, and what do you think of double layering foils. I definitely love to hear you guys' feedback. Also, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I love having you as part of my YouTube channel. And if you were already subscribed, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. I absolutely adore you guys. Also, if you're interested in this functional gel, this 8-in-1 nail gel, it will be linked down in the description section for you. You can go ahead and click that link and use code JamieHNails at checkout. That's going to save you 15% off your purchase of this item. You can also click the BornPretty affiliate link I have down in the description section. Use the same code JamieHNails. That's going to save you 10% off site-wide. So if you're interested in any products that BornPretty has, you want to invest in some BornPretty products, you can use that link and that code to save yourself some money there as well. So getting back into the video, I am almost done transferring these butterflies. There was a couple little stubborn sections on the top one, but I did get it rubbed onto there, and it did transfer off nice and clean. Once I get that off there, I'm going to show you what the thumbnail looks like completely done, and here it is with everything completely transferred. Once I'm done applying all my foils, I actually go over them with a layer of base coat before I top coat them. That helps to give them an extra layer of protection to help keep them from chipping or peeling. This is what the nails look like before, and this is what the nails look like after with all the foils applied. I decided to just do flowers on the index and pinky nail, and then just do butterflies on the middle finger to help kind of tie this set together. So now I'm going to go over and matte top coat all these nails to give them a matte finish. Now that all my base coat has been applied from BornPretty and it's been cured in the lamp for 60 seconds, I do want a matte finish on these nails. So I'm just going to show you the application of the matte top coat on the index finger, and then I'm going to do all the nails off camera and get them completely cured in the lamp for another additional 60 seconds. Then we're going to come back to do some of the finishing touches on these nails. So now that the matte top coat is completely cured, I'm actually going to take some of BornPretty's non-wipe top coat, and I'm going to take my liner brush and go around the outside edges of all the butterflies. That way that holographic part of the butterfly really pops, and everything else on the nail is going to stay matte. I think it's just going to be so super cute. And this is the way they look like with all of that done. We've already fully cured that in the lamp, and now it's time to go in and add just a little bit of bling to these nails. So I'm going to take some gem adhesive and a dotting tool, and I'm going to go around the cuticle area of a few different nails to start placing some of the AB crystals down that I'm going to use. I'm not going to do all of the bling placement on video for you guys. I want you guys to see the finished look. and I'm just going to take just as much as I need to go around. The gem adhesive that I'm using, the charm gel I'm using, is extremely strong. This one is from Model 1s, and it does not take very much at all. And I'm actually loving this product when it comes to putting on AB crystals or any kind of charm that kind of sits on the nail. It works magically. I mean, after a couple weeks, I had no lifting when I've used it before. I actually still had to pry the items off of the nail after weeks of using them, washing my hands multiple times a day, lifting things. I just was not having any issue with it at all. So the 8-in-1 gel that I'm using today also can be used to adhere charms and crystals and such to the nails. I don't use it for the cuticle area on the couple applications that you're going to see here on camera. I actually use it on the ring finger for the full application. I brushed it down the entire nail and applied everything. It applied really well and cured it in the lamp for 60 seconds and had a wonderful result out of it. But I'm not going to show you guys that one on camera. You guys will see that one in the finished look. I actually do go in and add a few additional crystals to the nail on top of what you guys see on here. So it's not just going to be that little bitty line of crystals on each one of these nails. But I just wanted to leave this part in the video to show you guys applying some of it. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch my video. I absolutely appreciate you guys. Like I said, definitely go ahead and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel. And don't forget to smash that like button for me. Go ahead and make sure you comment down below what you thought of the end result of this set of nails. I had a lot of fun. This is not typically a set of nails that I usually do, but I did have a lot of fun making these. These definitely did remind me of one of my really good friends, Vic. She is always over the top with her XXL nails, and she loves using fulls and layering, and she loves using charms and stuff. So definitely big shout out to Mama Vic with this hand of nails. Girl, I hope you loving these. These are definitely right up your alley. So if you guys are interested in these crystals I'm going to be using today, because you may be after you see that finished look, the way the light hits them, that color shift, oh my gosh, they're absolutely gorgeous. They're so pretty. I will have them linked down below for you guys. These crystal kits, I get them from Amazon, and I absolutely love them. There's over 3,000 pieces, and they are so affordable, and there's so many different color options. Hopefully they're not sold out, but I will link them down below for you guys so you can go check them out for yourself, because they just look so pretty, especially out in that sunlight. And also, I will link my girl Vic's info down below for you guys. You guys can go check her out if you're not already following Mama Vic. She is super talented. She is like mad talented. I absolutely adore this girl. So if you're not following her, you definitely need to be following her on her socials. So we are almost to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope you guys love this video and love these nails. Definitely go check out that functional gel if you haven't already, and see if that's a product that you would like to use for yourself. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.